the duality of Craig.
You think he would give us at least a warning, though. That's the big thing with Craig. At least tell us.
No, unfortunately, he's a lot like an Odd Tuesday. You don't get a warning from Craig.
That's
It just
true.
happens.
All of a sudden, shit starts happening. You go, "Oh fuck, it's Odd Tuesday."
You look at the calendar and you
it's like,
Hannibal's
fuck,
Hanny,
it's
that fucking
Craig.
dicked.
Yep,
I feel
Hanny
like
when
you
you
get
go
it.
into IKEA again.
You get a warning about Odd Tuesday because of a calendar.
But you don't
Well,
look at it. You don't just look
no
at the
one looks
calendar.
at a
and
calendar.
Like, do you read your
Oh,
calendar
today's
on
Odd
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
I just read it like it's a fucking date.
Chalk, you don't know, but no one looks at a fucking calendar anymore.
No, okay, Chalk. Actually, though, I will say I get really confused now because at work, every morning when I go into work, I do just very randomly. It's like a random aspect of my job. It takes like 30 minutes, and I just like do the deposits from the parking stuff from the day before, and it's super weird in that like in the banking systems, it's like half the time you put yesterday's date, but then the other half the time you put like the today's date because of the transaction date. And so then like by the end of that 30 minutes, I'm like, I don't fucking know what date it is anymore. Like I didn't know what date it was before I started looking. I didn't know during it because I'm just like, okay, because if you fuck that up, you're dicked. It's going to cause you like 2 hours. So it's just like, it's one of those things where you're just like, I didn't know it before I woke up. Now I do. And now it's gone because now I'm like, I don't fucking know. Is it the 24th? Is it the 25th? Fucking, yeah. I don't know.
Not to get too deep in my job, but I very much need to know what a calendar is. So I want that to be perfectly clear. Yeah. I do have to know what a calendar is.
I know your job.
Yeah, that's good.
I think
that somebody does.
That job is you.
I am the job.
I am the job. I am the one who jobs.
I am the one who jobs.
So welcome to this episode of the Top 5. We're a little slower on our release schedules than normal because life. But today we're finally getting to welcome in Cheech. I don't know what position I'm going to make it up. Third baseman extraordinaire.
Sure.
For your St. Louis Cardinals.
Sure. Why not?
Let's find out.
Catcher?
That sounds right.
Maybe left
pitcher.
fielder.
Are you a pitcher?
First
baseman,
long time
third
ago.
baseman, and right fielder. What did I say?
Third baseman.
Third base.
Yeah, I was there.
You were about there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ooh,
I was a pitcher for one season. I was a pitcher, and then I decided that I'm not good at pitching.
Can I offer some feedback?
Wait.
No.
Before you do, Chalk.
There's a fucking
Cheech, did you decide you weren't good at pitching, or did the batters decide you weren't good at pitching?
Let's go with a resounding yes. Let's go with that. We mutually came to an agreement that I wasn't good at pitching.
There's a mutual understanding.
I'm looking
you didn't
at
have
your
much of an argument.
stats for the season, and there's an argument to be made that you're also not a great hitter.
No,
wow!
You can make that about
one way to welcome the guest.
I'm not. I mean, that's fair.
Too.
That's fair. I mean, at one point, I was like the 10th worst hitter in the league. You know, I mean, I think that was like, what, 2 seasons ago?
Dayman is marginally better than you. Over more at bats. Marginally.
Last like 3 games. I'm pretty sure I'm like over 10.
Oh, man, that's rough. It's any consolation, the Phillies just scored 2 more runs than they did all last session and are up 2-0 on the Expos right now. So
that's cool. We secured the NL title. That's great.
Yeah.
NL Central. I thought that was kind of cool. First time I did that.
How's my season going? Oh, I'm killing it. I have not gotten on base.
There you go.
Oh yeah, batting 1,000.
Yeah. Well, batting
error divide by 0, but
yeah, batting hyphen.
Your DPA is 500, stupido. That is fucking terrible.
My God, I suck.
No, I forgot you were speedy.
You should expect the league minimum next year during contract negotiation.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting paid. Wow, I'm getting a.
That's what we're all getting paid.
Wait, you're all getting paid?
Okay, so
league minimum, which is
random aside.
Yeah, Dayman DMs.
So, a family friend of ours, their son, he's a few years younger than me, is on the practice squad for an NFL team. And growing up,
Notably not a family friend, the son.
I'm no, he
we
actually
go.
out of all my kids, he's probably the best. And but when we were in high school, he was playing baseball and was like getting recruited and stuff, and then he just decided to go with football, and then played out of like a local NAIA college here, and then is on the practice squad. And I was like, damn. And my mom was telling me that the other day, and I was like, man, it doesn't even matter. He's making the league minimum. That's $700,000 a year. Like,
Practice squad gets league minimum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Oh,
league minimum.
dude.
Yeah.
You could
league
fuck
minimum.
me up
I want to go play football
all
now.
month for.
Well, that's
for
the
$700
thing, right? That's what I said. I said, here's what you do, and this is literally a really good example of this is a guy who graduated from Boise State, Leighton Vander Esch. He actually wasn't on the practice squad. He was on the Cowboys, but he played for 2 years. He got more than the league minimum for sure, but like he wasn't
First of
signed to
all,
like a massive
was a first-round
contract,
pick.
and then he just retired. And his
Damon,
salary-
I hate to interrupt you, but that's Cowboy legend Vander Esch to you.
Well,
Yeah. So funny story about that guy is so that dude grew up in Riggins, which is about 4 hours from me. They play 8-man football because their school's not big enough to play 11-man football.
Ah, I see.
And when I was detailing cars, I worked at like the only GMC dealership basically in Idaho, and we would sell cars to like all sorts of like somewhat famous people from around here, like locally famous people, and a salesman knew Vander Esch from high school, and so he bought like 4 or 5 trucks from us, and he, like always it was a pain in the ass, would like request that I would do his trucks and shit like when they were getting delivered. So it was like normally me, him and the salesman would be going through the truck while I like fucking cleaned it and shit, and we would always talk about football. Immediately I was like, dude, this is gonna sound weird. I'm not trying to be weird, but like I almost want to call my dad because I don't think he's gonna fucking believe me. Like, but yeah.
I don't believe you for what it's worth.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't believe that. But
I mean, I'm kind of having a hard time, but
he
I'm
had a
taking your
Rhino
story at
line
face
truck,
value.
dude. Dude, he's a true fucking
what
white
with his
trash
mom?
redneck like me. Like, because he's a true fucking just hillbilly. He Rhino lined his fucking exterior of his truck. That's the shit they
Wait.
put in the bed of trucks.
Wait, where is
So if you ever
this?
see in Idaho, he's from Idaho.
Oh, okay, that checks then. That
Yeah,
checks.
yeah.
checks.
Exactly. I'm like he was like
Oh, yeah,
born and
makes
raised in
sense.
Riggins, which is like even more hillbilly than fucking where I'm from. And
Gotcha.
yeah, and so like, dude, the first truck he bought, he got fucking completely Rhino lined, and it came into the detail shop, and we were like, who is this white trash redneck hillbilly motherfucker who's just got no taste and it's fucking his truck? We're like, oh, it's the other way. He's just fucking
Wait,
rich now, so he does
Vanderesh.
whatever he wants.
Right, act like you do.
Yeah, I was like, that's fine.
Holy shit, it's
Oh.
Leighton Vander Esch.
I
his
forgot to buy
black
lottery
Rhino
tickets.
line
I can't get rich tonight.
Truck.
Let's be real, you weren't going to get rich tonight anyway.
Wow.
I don't know what this game is.
I don't either, but it was banana themed, so I thought I should play it.
Well, that's valid.
Fair.
Yeah, that's
fair.
fair.
Worst
Entirely
breakup
fair.
excuse.
Oh,
It was
it's-
banana themed. Is that the worst breakup excuse?
I don't know. It just says
Oh gosh,
I don't know how to do this.
authorize.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
okay. I
got a
understand.
booster
I
pack.
understand the game.
You gambling?
Are we? I wouldn't mind gambling. Oh, I
What
got
the fuck is this shit?
I got mother
It's like
card.
it's like a worse Cards Against Humanity.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
And I am the king.
Oh, we're in a game. Oh god.
So, Cheech,
Yeah.
welcome to the podcast.
Well, thank you for having me. I know this has been the most highly not requested episode of the top 5. And
It's
so
been
I'm
a
very
little
happy to
requested
give
by
the
you.
people what they don't want.
I would say top 5 least requested episode.
Yeah, I
But
would
wouldn't
think number
say
one.
number
Actually,
1. No, no,
yeah.
no, not number 1.
No, there's definitely people they'd rather
There's
not hear.
definitely people.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of
People we
5
don't
people
wanna
right
hear
now, and
from.
4 others are in this call.
Wow.
How do I turn this volume off? Hold on.
You too, buddy.
That is just so loud. Hold on. Okay.
Party
hold
burger.
on.
So I
Chicken.
don't understand what we're doing really, but
I think we're just judging the cards.
Let's go.
Leo
Okay.
is picking a new contest. Okay. Leo, fuck you for winning that one.
No problem.
Okay.
Wow.
Biggest first world problem.
I mean, I could just name them.
I feel like the game
I
has
don't
taken
know,
over the
man.
interview.
Yeah, I
It
feel like
has.
you're
So
right.
Cheech,
It kind of has. Yeah.
first question.
Okay.
How do you feel about the fact that we didn't give you questions to start off?
Oh shit.
I'm all right with it because, like, I like. So I'm very much a fan of just like normal, casual conversations, and for me, it seems more natural just to start, like a conversation with just like a kind of like pleasantries. You know what I mean? So I'm more so like let's just see what happens in the moment versus
Got it.
like having prepared questions and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like because I
Yes.
firmly
I
believe
got
that
you.
human interaction is what our world is made on, right? So I think that's better than just having just prepared questions personally. I know that was a really
Okay.
long-winded answer to your very simple question, but
Well, really, what I'm trying to say is I'm sorry that I didn't get you questions ahead of time.
Oh, I
August has
didn't need
been
them.
pretty crappy, so sorry about
I
that.
didn't need them. I can go off the cuff. I don't need prep time.
There's a go-karts game. We can try that one, guys. Have we tried go-karts
God.
yet?
Oh,
We
this
can.
is
Oh man,
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna take over my life.
Oh, let's go. I'm
Yes.
playing
Sit up.
as definitely not Mario.
Definitely not Mario. Yeah. Oh, it takes you to like.
Wait, it's taking me to a different website.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop that one. We're gonna leave that
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nope, never
no,
mind.
no,
Yeah.
thank you.
I think it's
Okay,
best
so
I don't trust that.
it's best
Cheech,
for our
I'm gonna
Yes.
copyright law.
assume that we all can guess where your name came from.
Yeah.
But where did your name come from? What is your last
Okay.
name, by the way? Cheech Magooch? What is it?
No. So okay, there's a little bit of lore with my name.
Okay.
For
Give
those
us
of you
the
that
lore.
weren't here during season 7.
That's all of
So
us.
That'd be
my
all of us.
original name was Chicano Bradley.
Oh,
That was the
yeah.
original name.
I've seen that actually.
That was originally me. And then at some point, I was a pitcher during this time, and it was during college. At some point, they were like, "Hey, we need someone to pitch to hit," and I was like, "I'll do it." And this was before we had AI umps, right? Everything that just
Yeah.
done for us. So it was manual. So you like sometimes you'd type in a message right before you'd swing. So I was like, "My name is Chicano Bradley. My friends back home they call me Big Cheech," and I hit dingers, and then I didn't hit a dinger. And I didn't hit a
That's a
dinger.
good
And
one.
so,
I
but
wouldn't do
Big
that.
Cheech just kind of stuck. And then eventually I was like, no one knows me as Chicano Bradley. Everyone knows me as Big Cheech.
Yeah.
I'm just going to just lean into the skid at this point. So, and that's kind of the origin story of Big Cheech.
I'll take a hit of weed for Cheech.
Yeah,
'Cause,
thank you.
You know.
You gotta love the
Topical.
commitment to the bit. That's kind of the whole reason we're here.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. You kind of have to commit to the bit. I mean, there's a lot of people within the league that commit to the bit a little too much, but
Naturally.
that's okay because I mean you can get
Are
as
you trying to say
much
something
or
about
as
bananas?
I'm sure am not, sir.
Okay. Sure.
By the way, it is sir, right?
It's doctor, but
Oh.
I'm fine with sir.
Excuse me, doctor.
Thank you.
Add it to the tally board. Add the doctor to
Professor
the tally
Patrick.
board.
I haven't corrected someone on doctor in so long. I mean, right now my name is Tua, which is a
I know.
whole.
I gotta
Oh,
dust off the
Shock.
chalkboard. I gotta dust
Hmm.
off the chalkboard.
Is
You
that
know
a
what's funny?
pun, or
So
you have an actual chalkboard?
Shock.
that's
Yes.
funny.
I
It's
almost
funny
said
'cause, like,
chalk
I'm-
another one up for the banana the other day.
Oh, nice. I actually
Glad
am
to hear
considering
that
my
going
doctorate at some point. I don't know when I'll
You
do
should.
that, but at some point. I mean, it's more money.
I mean, it
Yeah, it
costs
costs
more
more
money.
money.
field.
No. I make
In-
more
in-
money at my job
In
with
all
a
regards,
doctorate.
yes.
Yeah, you should.
I might.
But
One
respectfully,
thing.
and I'm going to be a dick here. I apologize. Going from making $20,000 to $25,000 is not worth all the student debt that a doctor would make.
Yeah, that's valid.
Dude, I'm sitting
Yeah.
here like like even just my master's, I'm like, oh man, if I would have just gotten this job before graduate school,
Yeah.
I would not have
Like
fucking
once
gone.
once I finish my master's, I'll make another 10K a year,
Good.
which is crazy.
It does add
I-
up and is worth it too. And I don't mean
Mine
to.
at least like got me a job is how I kind of
Yes.
look at it too. Of
that
like
is
I would
also-
not have gotten this job without it, even though it wasn't mandatory. It was just like there was like 80 applicants.
That is
Like-
also the same situation that I'm in. I would not have gotten the
Yeah.
job that I'm in right now without it.
Yeah.
And please understand, I am just making fun of the fact that nobody values what you do, Cheech, even though what you do is very
Yeah,
important. Not that
Yeah,
you
no.
shouldn't
Yeah,
do that
yeah,
or whatever.
exactly. That's
no,
like how
I
I
understand.
understand it too.
Yeah.
No,
Of,
I
like,
understand.
It's not anybody else's fault that like for the humanities stuff. It's like Chuck and I've had this conversation a few times too, where I'm just like, yeah, I'm not fucking
On
doing
air.
it. And it's just like, yeah, and it's just like it's not his fault that like the government or society has been like, hey, by the way, who gives a fuck about your like degree field? Like,
Yeah.
you
But,
know, you'd be a bad friend to be like, you should do that. It's gonna be awesome, and there's
Yeah.
no downside.
Nah.
Coming from someone who's done it before and been like, oh, by the way, you're gonna get like a fuckload more debt and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be horrible.
But that's baseball for you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
There is inside
Yes,
baseball.
Susan. And that one, I say that in my head a lot, and I also, like today, I was thinking of that, like my boss was just like every now and then it's just like this, and I just really wanted to be like, that's baseball, Susan. A coworker of mine is named Carol too, and like the amount of times that I have to fucking resist going, Carol. I walk up down to HR, I knock on her door, Carol, and Mac, I gotta tell you, there's not a goddamn person in this office. Charlie, not only do all of those people exist, they've been asking about their mail constantly. We're gonna get fired, dude. Oh, we got our pink slips a week ago. I mailed them halfway to Siberia.
I was really hoping you would quote the whole scene, and you did.
Yeah, that is like literally. And then
One
it's
thing
like
Dayman does, it's commit to the bit.
Day Bow Bow starts playing, and then he's like, "Do you see this guy? The guy? What? I can't remember his name." He's like, "What are you talking about?" And it's like, "Oh shit."
Well, I had a question for the dais.
Okay.
Dude, I literally have to go up on that shit tomorrow to clerk my first city council meeting. Is that how that word's said? It's not
Yeah.
dice.
Dais?
That's dais.
Oh, it's the
Well,
dais.
Thanks.
Spell
Oh
it.
man, we
Thanks,
just saved Damien so much
DAIS.
embarrassment.
Oh my
You
gosh!
guys
I can't
seriously
believe it.
fucking did. You seriously did. There is a reason why my boss was like, "Hey, so like before we clerk a meeting, it's really smart to read the agenda and ahead of time because when they say clerk read the ordinances or clerk read the titles and blah blah, if there's a number and you've never read it before, you're gonna look really stupid." It's just like, oh yeah, if the number's like ordinance to approve $1,100,999.50, if you don't read that ahead of time.
Start
Yeah.
stumbling
What-
through it.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do?
One, two,
1170.02.
Let's see, that's
just like what?
hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions,
Literally.
10 millions, 100 millions, billions, 1
Yeah,
billion.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
halfway
I
through
would
just
be the
like,
guy-
Damn,
I-
that's a lot of money.
right? But like, respectfully, I'd be the guy to be like, you know what? You got it right there in front of you. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Why do I gotta
Yeah.
read it for you?
Yeah, it's so.
Why is
so
that
dumb
my
like
job?
that.
Like, did you not graduate college like I did?
I didn't realize
Yeah,
you all
yeah,
were illiterate.
They
up there.
didn't. They didn't. They just
Can
got
you not
voted in.
read?
There's no prerequisites for this fucking job.
Oh,
They don't even
Jesus.
give these motherfuckers sexual harassment training before they swear them in.
Well, hell no. Then they would have to stop doing it.
Damn.
Yeah.
No shit.
That's the perk, actually.
We lose half of them.
Like, shit,
Oh,
I guess I
man.
can't have this job.
the
Man,
whole
if I
thing, like,
can't
I don't do the
sexually
business.
harass people, then
I'm-
what's it
I'm gonna-
for?
Yeah, no shit. Why are we even coming here?
are we
Literally
even in
every member of
politics?
literally every member of the federal government, like of the federal legislature of Congress, just like, wait, what? What?
It's kind of like Creed. It's kind of like
we
Creed
can't
when
assault people?
it's kind of like with Creed. It's like, well, if I can't scuba, what
Yeah,
was
like,
all
what are we
this for?
doing?
Gosh, I
You should
can't
fire
believe the
Darren. Darren's the worst.
I can't believe the Top 5 podcast has gone woke.
What?
I can't believe we went woke.
Oh yeah.
Did we?
I don't know.
I don't think we
know.
did.
Damon
I don't
works
think
for
we
the
did.
government now, so
I got a CPAP machine, and so I sleep a lot better. So I didn't even take a nap this afternoon.
You know,
Oh,
I
so
was so
you're
close to
actually
taking a
woke.
nap. I was so close to taking a nap, and then
I get it. I get it.
Stupido was like 90 minutes. I'm like, oh, I better not take a nap, or else I'm gonna miss this.
See, this is why you should get a CPAP machine, because you actually sleep at night and it feels good.
Okay, so here's the problem I'm having, and I think I'll need to have a
don't
CPAP
have
machine. By the way,
CPAP.
I will get to my question. I haven't forgotten it.
Oh, yeah, there was a
The dais.
question.
Is it how to
Question
pronounce
the
the dais?
dais.
'Cause
No,
we answered
I
that one.
we've covered that.
Man.
That's covered.
That
But
shit's
no,
tripping me
Good
out.
thing too.
David
Yeah,
I'm glad we did
work
that.
tomorrow. It's going to go. All right, if you'll direct your attention to the dice, and everyone's going to get very confused.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
Nah,
you know it'd be
man,
you know it'd be funny.
I shut the fuck up and
That
just
is-
count vote totals. I don't say shit. Okay, I don't
That's-
want to say shit.
Yep.
Well, it would be funny if he said, right, if I can direct your attention to the dice, and then Andrew Dice Clay walks in, and then it's like, it's fine.
Some
That's a
dude- how
reference
do you-
that only a few
Okay,
people will get.
I'm sorry. I have to say this. And Cheech, I know you have a question for the dice, and we'll get to it.
At some point, yes.
So I spent the first half of August back home in St. Louis with my parents because my grandma died, and it was like
Right.
I was able to get back and see her and such, and my kid came with me. We got to say goodbye. It was nice. My son and wife joined later, but my daughter had a lot of grandma time and a lot of like chill time while everyone was kind of like dealing with all the bureaucratic nonsense you had to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so my mom has this it's the CD from a kid's music band thing from like I think when my sister was a kid, like in the early 90s or mid 90s, and it's called Trout Fishing is the name of the group, and they have a song where they sing like nursery rhymes, and they
Wait,
end the nursery rhyme with out the window or thrown out the window or something like that. So it's like Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb and she threw it out the window, the window, the window.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and so
Yeah, I know this
I'm
song.
familiar. I'm familiar.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Here's what you didn't hear. So my daughter loves the Old Mother Hubbard one. And she goes, Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her old doggy a bone. When she got, but when she bent over, Rover took over and threw her out the window.
Whoa,
The window
whoa, whoa,
threw her
whoa.
out the window.
Whoa.
And so
no.
my
doing?
kid
Hey,
comes
yo.
home after this 2 weeks, right?
Is
My
your
wife
dog
was
okay?
there for a week. So we're like trying to figure out, like, I don't even know how it happened, but I hear my wife go, "What did you say?" And so I'm like, well, this is going to be okay. So
You're like, oh,
they kind of
fuck.
handle it.
WWE
And
SmackDown.
my wife comes down. She's like, where did she hear this? And she said it to me. And I'm like, I don't even understand what's going on right now. And she looked it up. She's like, that's like the dirty version, which I'm now going to say. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her old doggy a bone. And when she bent over, Rover took over and gave her a bone of his own. Like that's the thing, right? Which is like an Andrew Dice Clay thing.
Yes.
Huh. Amazing.
So my wife is like, where did she get this from? And I was like, I have no idea. 2 or 3 days go by, and I was like, she started talking about Old Mother Hubbard again. I was like, where did you hear that? And she goes, it's from Trout Fishing, Dad, like that CD. And so I pulled up the song, and sure enough, they say that. But right before gave a bone of his own, they threw her out the window. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not what I expected to happen.
What?
And
the
so
fuck?
we look up the lyrics, and we go through it, and like, sure enough, it has no, like, I looked up, I was doing like an archaeology day, man. Like I was going through
Yeah.
like where did this, how is it printed? Like Wikipedia's got like 17 different versions. There is nothing until like the 80s.
Checked out a fucking phonograph to like hear a 1930s print.
Dude, I was
Sort
like
of
all
shit.
up at Brothers Grimm shit on this, I was doing it right.
You're like, so back in the 14th century, these fucking Germans.
1878.
Yeah. So it's actually, it originated in Britain in like 1813, but that's a whole other thing. So
Yeah.
So I like messaged my parents. I'm like, so here's what the original one is. Here's what's in the fucking song. Here's the Andrew Dice Clay version. Why would the kids band use an Andrew Dice Clay version and then change it slightly well after it should have been changed in the lyric in order to use the out the window sign? And my dad just like, I don't know, man. It could have been anything. I'm like, it could not have been anything. These
not a good
It
answer.
couldn't have been
Not a
it
good
couldn't have been
answer.
anything. There's a very finite amount of things it could be.
We call
Yeah,
that revisionist history. That's what we
I
call
mean,
that.
like
it's very clearly when she bent over, Rover took over. And like, what is he taking over for? Like, is he handling the bills now? Is he getting a job?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
If only.
He took
So-
over throwing things out the window.
Yes.
I
Yes.
hope that's what it is.
So my daughter was exposed. That's a
Mm.
poor choice of terms, but
Yep,
exposed to
very
Andrew
poor
Dice
choice.
Clay
We'll take it.
way earlier in
In
life
this
than she should have been.
context.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
be the first time. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, probably not. So
I understand that there's a dice question, but I also have a funny child story.
We're never
It's
gonna
not-
get-
It's not as good as that, but it is still
It is
pretty cute. Of like, on the very first day of school, that kids were there, or that kids weren't there. Just the first like teacher day, which was
PD,
like
the
Monday,
baby,
and the kids
kill
just went
me.
back Tuesday.
Mm.
My lovely girlfriend curbed the rim of our car and popped a tire and didn't damage the rim, which is a whole other conversation of really impressive because I
kind of.
worked at a car dealership for 5 years detailing cars and have rebuilt a shitload of cars and I've never once seen someone pop a tire without fucking destroying their wheel in the process. It could like curb your tire to the point of flat without just fucking your wheel. But she didn't,
Oh,
and it just
I've
popped.
done
So
that.
that's really fucking crazy, actually.
I think I've done it.
Um,
Oh wow.
no, there's a spot on your rim, or your wheel. You fucked up. You fucked up, no doubt in my mind.
You don't know me,
That's
man.
besides the point. God damn it!
Don't know me.
You don't know my
You
car.
don't know me. Okay,
don't
Tyra
know
Banks.
me.
One of her friends, and her husband and their kid, his name's Alan. He's like 4 or 5. Came and like helped
Yeah,
her
he's short.
swap it, and
Depends on how old he is.
yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Damon,
God damn it.
your mic is coming in and out, so it's
It
funny.
sounded like
But-
you said he was 4 or 5.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
He did
oh,
say he was
Yeah,
5.
Real small
Yeah, no.
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a real tiny lad. No,
Call
he's
him
like 4 or
Tiny
5
Alan.
years old. And
Well,
they
that's
like
pretty
helped
tall to
her,
be
and
5 at 4 or 5.
I mean he
Gotta
is
kill you.
actually like kind of fucking tall.
He's gonna kill
But
you.
so like last night, this was like a week ago or whatever the fuck. Like last night, we that friend like called her and we were talking to her, and she was like, "Oh my god, remember when like Alan was there with like we were doing the tire and you were like, look at that big old tire." He calls all tires that he sees now big old tires. So like they're like at the fair and he's like, "Mom, look at that big old tire," and it's just like a tire on a car, and she's like, "What do you like? What do you mean?"
talking
And
about?
like, so like now this guy thinks that like just like the noun for the black things on the bottom of cars is just big old tires, not just tires. And he loves cars. Like he has a car like a race car bed. And all sorts of shit. So just all the time, he's just like big old tire, big old tire, big old
Big old
tire,
tires.
big old. Like everything is just a
tires,
big
man.
old tire now, and it's like the funniest shit ever.
So has he done an engine swap on his race car bed yet?
Well, it's funny you say that because last night,
Last night his transmission blew
we were
out.
like, we were like, "What's Alan doing?" We were like, "What's he
He filled
doing?"
up the gas can. a few
And
times.
she was like, "Oh, he's sleeping." And then she like
that
opens the
him
door to
peeing
his
the
room.
bed?
No, opens the door to his room, and he's just face down on the floor. And she's like, "He has a bed. It's a race car bed."
That's
Carbon
funny.
monoxide
Goes
poisoning?
on the floor.
Really
hard
Yeah,
bad
as
definitely.
fuck.
crash. Really bad crash.
Yeah.
Was the Reason
My,
playing really softly in the background?
Was the what?
my oldest
The
used to sleep in
Reason,
the closet.
you know?
No. Yeah, fucking yellow flag back there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Continue. Go on.
Okay, now the die story. Which I'm gonna
It's a question
What?
It was a
Oh,
dice
wait, what?
question.
Oh, were we ready
Question
for the
question
question
had
now?
goes on the
I
dice.
You had a
So-
question.
for the dice.
It's
Did
gonna
you
live
remember?
rent-free in my head for
No,
months
I
now.
remember the question. I was just making sure we were all good.
Or I just want
Never,
to let you guys
but-
know, I
Okay.
literally never heard that
That's
word
fine.
before
Dice.
literally last week.
I've never heard of it. Period.
I'd never heard of that word before, and then
I
like, so
watch-
it's funny to even say that. Anyways, sorry.
I watch a lot of old school like comedy roasts, and that's the only way I know that word is because it's like, well, we have this
Yeah.
comedian on the dais, and it's like that's
Yeah.
the only reason
Oh,
why I know that.
shit. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
don't
but anyway,
let me forget
so-
to talk about
Is
the
that the
roast of
question?
Whoopi Goldberg.
No, it was not the question.
Okay.
Chalk.
But I
Yes, Leo?
Shut the fuck up, everybody.
Is it Skippy
No,
or Leo?
I can wait. It's okay.
Nope. Go ahead.
All right, great, thank you.
We normally do these at the end, but we'll do them now.
Wait, what are we doing at the
It
end?
basically is the end at this point. We don't have any prepared questions. It's already been 30 minutes. Like, if
Call it
we
a
make
wrap.
this the end, this will be an hour and a half and we'll be good.
We already have a killer chalk story. Thank you very much.
We
Well-
already got a lot of shit on here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think my question's really
Question.
that important anymore.
No, I'm excited.
No,
What's
no,
the question?
it's okay.
Cheech,
No.
the trick is none of this is really important.
No,
Yeah,
it's
so-
it's just like Whose Line. Everything's made up, and it doesn't matter.
I love Whose Line.
No. That's
Banger
where it goes
show,
wrong.
dude.
Everything's made up and it all matters. Because if it
oh,
didn't
I
matter,
see.
we wouldn't do it.
That's valid. It's very valid.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
finally, my question.
The
My
dais
question
has
for you all.
prepared itself to receive your question.
All right, and I'm ready to give my question to the
The
dais.
dais is gaping
Give
open.
it, Cheech.
The dais is prepared. All right.
It is.
So,
This is it anyway.
what is y'all's song of the week?
Angel of Death by Slayer.
Fair enough.
This is not a fair
Um,
question for me.
It is
Do you
for
not
me.
listen to music?
I I'm
Wow.
currently going through
So
all of the
derogatorily
Billboard
said.
100 songs. So I've listened to a lot of music, but I don't have one that I just constantly play.
Well, it doesn't have to be constantly played. It can just be one that you really like.
All right, I guess it's been Saturday in the Park by Chicago.
Solid pull.
I like Chalk.
Solid pull.
Which
Chicago is
still-
a real underrated soft rock.
Still cracks me up because it's Saturday in the Park. I think it was the 4th of July. Like, how do you not know if it was the 4th of July or not? Because you got a good
Not
idea
everybody-
of the year.
Well,
they're at
he
the-
Not
claims he
everybody
didn't
at the
know.
July.
Real life.
In the
Around.
song,
They're
he
not
said he
July.
thinks it was the 4th of July.
Exactly, but how
there's-
can you
there's no-
think you have a specific day of the week and you kind of probably know what year it was? You cannot find out if it was the 4th of July or not.
He was probably
We have the
high.
technology.
Yeah, I think there's drugs in
That's I think that's a fair way to say. Yeah, I think I'm high.
I mean, their other
Guys,
song
Yeah.
is 24-6-4 or something like that.
It's 25
right?
to 6 to 4.
5 or 6 to
Yeah.
4, but good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, so he can't
we'll
even
get-
remember what time he's writing down the thing, right? So
Which,
it's
by the way,
The last time
killer
I heard
ass-
Chicago,
it's a
Go ahead.
great
banger
tune.
song. No,
Yeah.
the last time I heard
It's a great
Chicago was like Air Supply was opening for them. It was like an advertisement for like Air Supply opening for Chicago, and I was like,
could
dude,
they not breathe?
let's get. I was like, I was like, dude, let's get fucking Seals and Crofts in this bitch and get like the most 70s soft rock fucking concert known to
Dude,
man.
Nah,
Let's-
you
let's
would just
already
let's
a
slow
banger
the roll on
concert,
Chicago
though.
being soft rock.
no, dude.
Chicago's
Like,
not soft rock.
nah,
They
man,
were.
they are. They were rock and roll. That guitar solo
are.
in 25 or 6 to 4, chef's kiss.
Yeah,
Chef's
that
kiss.
is. My kids knew that riff. I taught my children that riff before I remembered the rest of the song. I would pick one of them up. I did it to both of them, depending on but I picked my daughter up and I would play the guitar in her belly, and she would giggle and laugh and giggle. And same with my son, and we all know do 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 do. And then yeah,
Because the drums.
that's a banger. That rocks. There's no soft in
Yeah.
that.
Great fucking song. Leo, did you say yours?
Up from the Bottom by New Linkin Park.
Oh,
Ooh, Pablo, the hip Kawasaki, sent me a video of him seeing them live
that's
the other
cool.
day. Looked pretty cool.
I never, you know, as widely versed as I am, and don't worry, Chalk, I'll get to you in a second.
I'm prepared.
Yes, as widely versed as I am, I'm very, very picky on what I listen to, and Linkin Park just never did it for me.
I like the mainstream Linkin Park. They're like a little like their peak was I was still like pretty young, so
You know, it's that category of music, and I affectionately call it butt rock.
yeah, the
You know,
post grunge early 2000s.
it's butt rock because those radio
Yeah.
stations that's played nothing but rock. It's butt rock.
That is not where I
Yeah.
thought that was going. And I was very surprised, but
No,
now
but
I'm
it's-
on board.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
really-
See,
I
Yeah.
love that saying. That's
Yeah.
like
This isn't your grandma's rock and roll.
it's your mom. It's your mom's because it's like the sort of shit that my mom likes. Like
Then
Your
Imagine
mom likes
Dragons
Linkin
starts
Park.
playing.
Is your mom my
Yeah,
age?
my mom's like mid
I'm
50s.
about to get sad. Okay.
Oh man.
man.
Is there a chance that if I saw
She's
you
like
and your
57.
mom and your girlfriend, I would be more attracted to your mother than your girlfriend?
What the fuck?
But what about
Probably.
Dayman?
Oh, I'm already into Damon. He knows this, but like
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
number two on the days. I can't
Pro-
believe
I
your
mean,
mom is like.
probably.
I've
said
probably
probably.
partied with
She's
people your mom's age.
She's 57.
He
Oh,
said
that's-
probably.
maybe
My
that's
mom's
not
like, dude, my mom's like ripped too. Like my mom's stronger than I am. Straight up.
I don't. You don't reek of strength to me though. So like, and then
Really
please,
nice
neither do I. I am
No,
a weak ass fat dude.
My mom's 59.
I'm still. I think I
Is she
am,
ripped?
like
No.
when it comes to when we were moving, like my mom could lift like more than me when we were moving, but like I feel like I'm somewhat
My
strong. I'm
dad's
not
kinda
like the
ripped.
strongest by any means, but like yeah, like we were moving that TV and shit, and it was me and her, and she was carrying the
She was-
bulk of it.
See, in the old cathode tubes, you could say you had the cathode tubes. You had the heavy end, but on the LCDs, I think they're all just like basically
That thing is
paperweights,
just
right?
one big brick,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
300-pound fucking bricks that has the glass.
I can't
Chalk,
believe
what's
it's like
your
episode
song of the
50 something.
week?
I'm gonna not finish that thought then.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good because I was gonna make it more inappropriate, and I was just saying I can't believe it took me that
More?
long to be that inappropriate in that way. So good for me. It watched so probably Tuesday's Gone
It was
because I
probably
watched
that
Happy
old Mother
Gilmore
Hubbard
2.
song.
I didn't.
It's probably the old
I
Mother
didn't want to
Hubbard,
do it.
yeah.
The window. The
Dog threw her
window.
out the window.
Not the window.
Then
No,
Robert took over.
I watched Happy Gilmore 2,
Okay.
and it made me cry a little bit because of like the death and such, and being close to like
Yeah.
the fact that and so that sucked. So I was sad. And Tuesday's Gone kind of makes you cry already, right? So
Yeah, that's valid.
Man,
Yeah.
the Metallica cover of that song is pretty good, but nothing beats the Skinner.
nothing beats
So
Skinner.
yeah, my band used
Yeah.
to cover it as a 3-piece, and it was just really hard to
Yeah.
do. So we stopped
Oh,
doing
I'm
it
sure.
because of it.
Yeah.
But now we just added a piano player to the band, so I don't know. We might
Oh,
bring it
nice.
back since we got piano now. And you kind of
That's
need that piano break right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's like, we want to
yeah,
play Warren Zevon tunes, but we don't have piano player, and that's like a backbone of
Yeah.
what Warren Zevon did was just piano.
You can't translate some of that shit.
No,
It's
you
like
can't.
trying to play Journey covers without a piano. It's like you're fucked, dude. You
Oh,
like
fuck.
literally
Okay.
cannot do that. Have
All
you
right.
heard?
Without
Okay,
a
I was
section.
gonna ask you this. Like recently, Daughtry, which is a butt rock artist for sure.
Yes, valid.
And Lizzie Hale put out a Separate Ways by Journey cover. Low key, not that fucking bad. Like
I might have to
I'm
check
not,
that
like,
out,
into
'cause-
Journey, like by any means, like. But
First of
Journey's
all,
got
kinda
some
goes
bangers, too.
hard.
you need to listen
No,
to
they
just
totally
the
have
first
bangers.
album. Just
You're
the
really
first
skipping
album.
over a lot of
That's
like
my-
good
that's my
70s rock,
yeah.
like pop rock.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm totally fine with that. They're just not. I was just saying, like,
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here like I don't have a bunch of Journey like saved to my
Also,
Spotify, but like I would listen to them for sure.
yeah.
Don't go.
Excuse.
Who's Crying
Yes.
Now is a fucking heater. Like,
Oh
let's be
yeah.
real.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um.
And also, I
But yeah, that
confused
cover's
Boston
good.
with Journey for a second.
Oh, Boston's good.
And
I'll listen to
Boston's first
Boston.
album. Boston's first album. 100%. If you have not listened to Boston's first album, stop listening to this and just put it on in the background. You don't need to hear anything else we're saying. But keep
we
playing
used
because
to,
we need the view count.
One of my best friends, we used to
no.
joke that his dad literally owned 4 CDs, and it was Boston's first album, and like fucking a Journey album, and I can't remember the other two, but like it was always the like Boston's first album, and like 2 Foreigner albums. There you go. That was like all his dad had listened to for 30 years.
Hell yeah.
Which
Did he
I was
have?
like,
Did he
you know
have
what,
like?
Tony?
Did he have a Pontiac Firebird?
No, when I
You should
first
have.
met him, they were our neighbors, and they had a fucking a Honda Prelude with the fucking rear-wheel drive.
It also checks.
Yeah, so pretty
It also
similar vein
checks.
right there. Yeah, we used to
So-
push start the fucking Prelude all the time.
So you mentioned Journey, and I'll get to mine in a second. Trust me, I do have one for you all, and it's different than the one I share in the Olds channel on Maine. I'd share that for like the kids because they gotta listen to
Yeah.
good music at some point. But anyway, so no shit. This past Saturday, I was doing like a bass fill-in gig, and we literally did "Don't Stop Believin'."
Oh, no
And
shit.
Did you sing?
No, thank God. As I could not do those Steve Perry. I should have been good.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. But
But you
the
could
guy,
try.
his guitar, no. His guitar was set up to where he could play piano through it, and it was the worst sounding MIDI keyboard piano sound
Oh, I bet,
on the
dude.
face
Okay,
of the
I was very
planet.
confused.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, that shit sounds okay, like in your office. But the second you crank the volume on that, it sounds like
Oh,
the
it's
$10
awful.
Korg drum machine
It was
I have next to
awful.
me. It's like
It
you
was
crank the
awful.
volume on it, it's horrible. Like,
But unfortunately, I needed $100, and there's
Yeah,
not
what are you
much
gonna
I
do?
won't do for $100. Take that with
Yeah,
what
what-
you will.
yeah, what
There you go.
But I just thought that was funny because you said Journey.
yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
my song of the week. So for those of you that don't know, I said the song of the week for where I work at is "Don't Look Back in Anger" by Oasis. That is not my
Oasis is
personal
killer.
song of the week, which is a great song. Great song.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
But my song of the week is "Vera Cruz" by Warren Zevon.
Hmm.
It's off of the
Ah.
Excitable Boy record, which, already got some bangers on that record. If you're not familiar, there's Johnny Strikes Up the Band, there's Excitable Boy, Werewolves of London's on this record, Roland the
That's
Headless
Oh,
Thompson
yeah.
Gunner.
Yeah.
That's the album. If you're going to listen to a Warren Zevon record, that's it. But Vera
Yeah.
Cruz is slept on, and I think more people need to listen to it. Anyway, this is
You heard
now a
it here,
music
folks.
podcast.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I do want to comment that I had a quote for your students that
Okay.
you didn't seem to want to use.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, never mind then.
It's I have to be very careful with what I say and do, because
Yeah.
anything can be taken wrong nowadays.
Called my
Yeah.
kids stupid today. So
Yeah, fuck.
Were they being stupid, Leo?
yeah, they were moaning during a lockdown drill.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
that
stupid.
sounds normal. That sounds normal.
Yeah,
That sounds about.
that sounds right on track, but it's stupid for sure.
It's yes. I agree.
And
But
there's a
definitely
line
gonna get-
drive deep to the center field, right on par. Like,
I said if you guys moan one more time during this drill, I'm gonna email all your parents. Stupid.
I just call them
did they
now.
do it again?
Did they keep moaning?
No. Well, one of them did like a really quiet one, but I pretended I didn't hear it. save myself
Probably smart.
emailing all the
Yeah.
One time
Yeah.
during lockdown drill in high school, my math teacher at the time, who was a quite large lady, it was like an unscheduled one, so everybody was really freaked out. But like the lockdown system at our school like would go off randomly all the time, which only freaks you out about 2 times before you just start going, nah, fuck this shit, dude. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Right.
It was like the second time that happened, so like half of everybody was like, it's probably just the fuck up. But then like some people were like, it's kind of spooky. But we were, and a long story short, we had to be there for forever because the real police had it. And it was like right before lunch, and somebody was just like, if this is real, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm starving. And then our fucking teacher proceeds to go, I'm not hungry. I had an keep in mind, I didn't need to hear her answer to this because I had just had her class and watched her eat this. Keep that in your head as I say the list of things.
Oh, the list?
I could be here all day.
I just had a whole pack of M&Ms and a loaf of bread with some cream cheese. You might be wondering, side note, how do you measure a loaf of bread? I'm
loaf
talking
of
like
bread.
she opened
whole
up
package.
like a motherfucking Dave's fucking loaf of goddamn fucking wheat bread and
Oh.
just fucking ate that shit.
A
So
whole
she ate a
loaf?
whole loaf of Dave's. Are you
That's
freaking
like
kidding me?
1,400 calories. No, that's
Like
probably
Okay.
more.
$1,500.
Those
And
are just
then-
carbs, man.
And then I was like sitting here like,
Some fiber.
she
in
said
it,
that.
James.
She said that. She didn't admit it. She freely gave that information to a question not addressed to her. Okay. And then she said, that's not including the M&Ms.
It's 1,700
You might be wondering how
calories
many
for the loaf of
M&Ms.
bread.
That's
That
fucking
seems
crazy.
light.
I've never looked that up.
It's,
And
apparently
you also have to
100
figure in the calories for
slice-
cream cheese too.
Yeah.
100
You don't
calories
even
a
think about
slice,
that.
17 servings per container.
Yeah,
Now,
no.
let's not
and keep in
shame
mind,
people here because I'll sit my ass down and I'll polish off a pint of Ben and Jerry's. We
Yeah,
don't
and
need
to
to
be
look up
fair,
the calorie count on it.
dude. Okay, yeah,
But it ain't a
that's
fucking.
fine.
That's Ben and
And
Jerry's. It's not a
It-
fucking loaf.
It's
It's
cheaper.
cheaper
You're
to get
not
the Ben
here
and
bragging
Jerry's.
about
It's
it.
cheaper. It's also, you're not freely admitting it, and you're not doing that in front of a class of 40 fucking seniors in high school.
So you just watched her put down a loaf of bread.
Brother, I was not doing good in stats. I watched her put down a fucking loaf
Your
of bread.
stats
Fuck yeah,
teacher
I
did this and didn't know better.
That was my fucking stats teacher.
Oh my god.
So, did you guys do the statistics on the likelihood of whether or not
No,
she was
we
going to
didn't
have a
know
heart
shit.
attack
She
or
was too
not?
busy eating fucking bread to teach us anything.
Pounding a loaf of bread.
But she was too busy
Idaho
always
is
like
a
eating
wild
and
place.
shit to where like this is how I justified like cheating in that class was I'd be like, I'm not cheating, I'm just writing down the formulas she's not teaching us.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it was
She's
like we
too
weren't
busy
allowed any
eating
notes,
bread.
so it'd just be like, okay, like I can do this if I can just have the formula note. Like I don't need it plugged in. I just can't remember like 90 fucking formulas.
Dude, I hated
Fucking
stats
math.
so goddamn
Yeah,
much.
it was the
I never
stupidest-
took it.
that was
I took
literally the
accounting.
only
Low
AP.
pass.
That was the
I never
only
passed
AP
it.
test I didn't get points on.
I'm over
Oh.
here crying
Dude,
Uh,
I only
why are you
passed
crying?
like 2 AP tests
because I love
out of
stats.
this like 7 or 8 I took.
I would
I
also
don't
eat
know
a whole
what-
bag of
Crazy, yeah.
bagels.
I fucking love bagels.
Bagels
I
are great,
do
but
love-
I ain't
I do
eating
love
a
a good
bag of
bagel.
bagels.
I'm not eating.
I'll
a
eat
bag
I'll
of
eat
them,
like
though.
3, I feel like, tops.
Nah, man, I can
Yeah,
eat a
even
whole
that
bag of
is, like,
bagels
Yeah, it's crazy but understandable.
with cream cheese, mind you. I would eat a whole bag of bagels with cream cheese. I
That's
recently
fair.
discovered
Alright,
everything
you teach
bagels.
stats?
Oh
Everything bagels
man.
are awesome.
Okay, so like there's a like my favorite bagel place in town. Like they obviously like bake them all fresh and stuff, and their everything bagel is like the best one, and the Asiago one. It's like I can see it from my new
Yeah.
job.
Yeah,
if I
my
walk
bagel
out the
place
door, I
is
go to smoke cigarettes. I can see that shit.
hell yeah.
It's
Yeah, like my
dangerous.
bagel place is Walmart. I
Dude,
go to the store
honestly,
and I
like-
just buy them.
Yeah.
Costco has some pretty good bagels. If you want to
Yeah,
just
I
take,
mean,
like,
like
We,
the smallest
it-
step
it's
up.
honestly shitty because
I go
the
to
bagel
Kroger.
Yeah,
bakery
about,
is
like,
like
unfortunately-
expensive, so I can't go.
1,000 bagels.
yeah.
Bring
We
the
don't have a
fridge.
Costco here.
That
Cheech,
sucks.
you
I
live in the
mean,
worst part
it's
of the
not like we
country.
go.
We really do.
I have one. What?
I
I
don't.
didn't say you live in the worst part of the country. You live in the second
live-
worst part of the country.
We live in this. Cheech and I live in the same part of the country.
No,
No, you
no.
don't.
I live in Walmartville.
Yeah, you live on the wrong side of the border. Your side of the border is marginally better than his side of the border.
Riddle me fucking this. Why isn't it Arkansas?
Why isn't it
It's
Kansas?
pronounced
History
Kansas.
man, you tell us.
Yeah, I
Well-
don't know. I ask myself this question either way. Every time
Well,
I listen to
I have
Channel
looked it
Orange
up
by
what
Frank
point
Ocean.
it's that they're
I
not based on
refer-
the same word.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and I refer
like,
back
it is a
to,
legitimate question.
Yeah, and I
Are they
refer
not
back to
based
just
on the same
Arkansas
word?
owning Kansas in sports lately, so it's pronounced Kansas.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I figured too. Like the other guess I had, I was like, well, like a lot of like places in America are just like Anglified indigenous words that we probably shouldn't even be saying Anglified, more just like
Still
I
Fucked
mean,
up really
Massachusetts
bad.
isn't a British
No,
word.
I think that's right. I think what you said's right.
I
I
mean,
think that is right,
attempted
yeah.
to Anglify. They didn't do a very good job.
Nah,
But,
it sounded about right.
yeah.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Orlean.
Massachusetts.
It's like every single thing in Idaho is
Minnesota.
named
I mean,
after.
Chuck and I lived in St. Louis, where it was founded by the French, but none of the words were pronounced like the French.
Nah,
Right.
St.
it should be
Louis?
pronounced Saint
Street.
Louis. Yeah.
You had
I mean,
street
Saint
names
Louis.
that were definitely
Saint Louis.
written by French, but were not pronounced the
Yeah.
French way.
See, here there's, I mean, like the city name is French, but then we also have like this massive area of downtown that's the Basque District because like the most amount of people, like Basque people outside of northern Spain. But like the Basque District, the streets are all like either numbers or the widest street names you can fucking imagine. Just like Grove Street or some shit like that. Like Grove.
I was
and
thinking like
6th, you're just like
Jerry
very Basque.
Street and Matthew Street and shit like
Yeah, I mean, all
Mitch
the other roads
Street.
around it would be like literally like
Mitch
Idaho
Street.
Street or like
Mitch
Bannock,
Street.
like all Mitch
Mitch.
Street.
That's
great.
Mitch, but Mitch is funnier.
Mitch is great.
No,
I'll
yeah,
take credit
no,
for
I
Mitch. Sure,
no
why
down
not?
here.
Ah, yeah,
we
you
do
just
the
hang a
cool
left
thing.
on Mitch all the way
Yeah.
to Tanya. Yeah.
And then take Tanya until it gets really dusty, right to the right of that.
Yeah. And then, but if you hit Billy, you've gone too far.
You've gone way too
Yeah.
far.
Hit Billy. Billy's not a
If you
street.
hit
Billy's
the-
just the kid that stands in the road.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, Damon,
If
did you
if hit the
say
end of
did
Village-
you say Bass?
Basque?
Basque.
like,
Okay. I'm
Spanish
over here
for Jack.
thinking, okay, why are we talking about fish all of a sudden?
No,
Because in Idaho, in Boise
at my
specifically,
job,
is
all
the
roads
largest
go-
concentration of bass outside of Spain, which is weird because you don't normally think bass when you think Spain.
I mean, I do.
normally think trout.
Think of papas.
Dude, the main fucking like meeting room I use at work is literally named Trout. A bunch of them
That's
are named
funny.
after fish.
The trout.
The trout room.
Big
Yeah,
baseball
yeah,
fans.
literally
Trout
trout room. No, Chinook, trout, fucking guppy, bunch of fish ones.
Shohei, fish, right?
Yeah, yeah, fish, yeah.
Shohei,
Pujols,
Magneto,
Johnson. Yeah.
Logan O'Hop.
Fucking dude, the other thing though, no, here you'll get the fucking like half the street names will just be like Bannock, which is a tribe, and like Shoshone and a few other things, and you're just
And then
like,
you get fucking Ashton Jeanty Street.
yeah, no, I wish, dude. Instead, it's like Jefferson and then Bannock and then literally just Idaho. Just like that's
Oh,
fucking lame.
Idaho Street. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man,
Imagine how
if
common
there-
that is.
Man, I came on this podcast wanting to learn more about Idaho, and
Do you know what the
Yeah,
word
I'm
Idaho
fulfilled.
means? Do you know what
yeah,
it means? This is actually cool in my opinion. What is it?
I know what it means. It means Idaho.
You don't know what it means. I know.
I don't know what
It
it
I
means.
don't
is.
know.
It is
Idaho.
actually an anglified phrase of the Nez Perce, and is originally it was like basically Idaho but spelled with an E, and it's like three
Mm.
separate words, and it's a phrase for the first beam of sunlight when in the morning when it rises above like the mountains.
Man, I want a cup of
First.
coffee to that.
Right. Yeah, like literally.
You know what I
It's
mean?
not like actual sunrise,
Red
but it's like the
plastic
first like glint.
jug.
Man,
It's
that's
like
a cup of coffee
super
for you right
beautiful.
there.
Yeah. It's just like, dude, these guys had it fucking figured out. What the fuck
Fucking
are we
Maui.
doing? Like, they had
Do-
words
not
for,
figured
out.
for cool
Filters.
shit. Like,
Do you want some random Milwaukee facts?
yes.
So, did you know that Milwaukee is actually pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land?
That tracks.
Milwaukee.
That makes sense to me. I got a whole bookshelf full of indigenous history next to me.
And then one of the most interesting aspects about Milwaukee is that it's the only town to ever elect 3 socialist mayors.
Oh, that is interesting. But also not surprising to me considering that even by the mid 1920s, like the American Socialist Party was like actually had around a quarter of the electorate's support.
That's all I know about Milwaukee. Those 2 things.
Interesting.
I like that.
Those are two
The
good.
young
Those are
ones
two good
didn't
facts.
didn't get it.
Yeah, like there is a deeper reference, and I'm sure everyone in the comments will tell me what the reference
Get in the
was.
comments.
Yeah,
In the comments.
ring the bell, ding a ling ling.
By the way, I did look it up, and Arkansas and Kansas technically are from 2 different native tribes, but they were the same tribe. But the reason they were said differently is based on when they met non-natives.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
Arkansas met the French, so the French called it Kansas to sound more French. And the Kansas met the Spanish. It was during Louisiana Purchase time. It would be just Americans. But during Louisiana Purchase, the Kansas people met, and so they became
Zebulon Pike.
Kansas because that's how we pronounced it then,
That
because we
checks.
were French.
Yeah.
To me,
that does
Arkansas
make
just
sense.
sounds like somebody who doesn't close their mouth when they.
Yeah, and that does make sense though, Stupido, just for because like the same thing happens like in the reverse. Where
Yeah.
like they call all like a tribe all the same thing, and then it's actually just like, oh no. Like this group down here is like very, very different.
Actually, a lot of
And
intricacies,
also-
believe it or not.
Yeah, believe it or not. Also reminds me of how like when the British were colonizing India, like the word like Hindu like is like not a real religion. It was like what they thought was like the religion of the Indian subcontinent, but it's like what they observed as like Hinduism was like really like the actual religion that they were practicing, and then also like other aspects of like Confucianism and Buddhism and things like that. So it's like a weird combination. So it's like if you actually are like studying that stuff, like it's just like don't listen to the fucking British trying to tell you what this stuff is, because they were like all sorts of fucked up. Like
So
the past is
have-
a strange place.
there's no Confucianism in the Indian subcontinent. I'm like 99% certain.
It's whatever. I think it's Buddhism then.
Yeah, so they would have
Because
Buddhism
Buddhism isn't necessarily like the religion. It's like slightly different, right? It's not necessarily like a religion that
So-
we like Western religion, right?
of the religious practices that come out of the Indian subcontinent. Buddhism would be the closest to
Yeah.
a Western religion, mostly because
Gotcha.
there's a pretty defined founding point. There's a pretty defined
Right.
set of scriptures, and they are one of the 3 proselytizing religions. Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism are proselytizing.
I just meant more so in the like for Buddhism, is it like like Islam and Christianity and the like monotheism, like an actual like God figure
So
idea?
So when Buddhism starts, it's basically just one of any number of things that the British would later call like Hinduism. It's just basically
Yeah.
a set of practices and whatever.
Right.
And
That's
it's, I mean,
that's
there's
more what I meant of like why they
Yeah.
confused it, because there's not like okay, and this is who we think God is.
so
But then they were like,
the
yeah, anyways, sorry.
the theological underpinnings of the various different deities and sects and cults and such that are
Yeah.
within India, that's all there. And the Buddhism kind of plays parallel to that, but it's more in the ascetic
Right.
practices and the monastic practices and stuff. But around
Gotcha.
6, 7, 800, maybe a little later, it basically becomes extinct on the subcontinent, and there's two specific tracks that are elsewhere. There's the Sri Lankan Theravada, which is like the philosophical monastic sort of stuff. It's more
Yeah.
like thinking, not God stuff. And then
Right,
there's
right,
the
right.
Mahayana, which is we believe in like Buddha like God like things, and that's much
Gotcha.
more in that's the proselytizing side.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And hence,
So
I guess why you can see people would be confused when they like go, and it's like completely different than like a
yeah.
like, you know, a
So-
Christian, like coming from the UK, where you're just like, what do you mean? There's like schooling belief, but like it's kind of like you said, it's like, yeah,
So yeah, and when the primary difference, and I'm sorry, like I've studied a lot on this, so I'm just gonna go because it's fun for me.
no,
Go for
I like it, because
Yeah.
literally all I've heard from like when you get like into like just like light religious history stuff, but more so when you're into like, you know, the colonizing of that sort of stuff, that is kind of like the story you get where you're like, what they start to call like Hinduism, they're like, it's not, it's like also
Right.
Buddhism, and it's like because they don't understand. It's kind of the same thing in like Japan, where it's like you can be like Taoist and like also Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, sorry.
Right. So
It gets
that's
really
exactly it. So
confusing.
there's the notion of exclusivity is a very Western European, and
Yeah.
you don't have to say just Western. It's a very, yeah, we'll say Western because it's part of the colonial thing. So it's a Western European
Yeah.
idea, and it comes out of very specific historical things, like it was better to be aligned or not aligned with the Vatican based on whatever.
Yeah.
And so like the
Divine
specific,
right of kings, all that sort of
yeah,
shit
the
too.
specific
Yeah.
Christianity you were, and then Christians versus Muslims was a very big thing in the
Right.
300, 400, 500 years coming into colonial experience. And then when they go out there, they encounter a bunch of people doing a bunch of different things that might be broken out as different religions, but there's no
Right.
exclusivity. So you can like in China, well, let's go to Japan. Japan's an easier one. In Japan, you were Buddhist during these portions of life, like marriage and birth might be Buddhist, and then you were the traditional Japanese religion like Shinto at other times. So like during an illness or at death. And I'm not right on those. There's just
I know what you're saying
specific,
of like,
yeah,
or like, you know, during like certain holidays or like other sort of things where it's
exactly.
like you would maybe be practicing one more than the other, but like it's both. Like
Yeah.
you can do both things.
And we see it as a pluralism because we see distinct entities being melded. But to call that a pluralism is to lose the fact that for the people experiencing the religiosity at the time and in that way, and even us talking about it this way is difficult to say because it's a different approach, but that's not like a pluralism. That's just what is. They're
Yeah.
not different religions.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
religious practice and you incorporate it more, which is what we see
Mhm.
in like the ancient Mediterranean. It's what we see. You know, I mean, it's what it's this is gonna sound
Yeah,
terrible.
it's
It's what the Jews like fight against. Like the Jews don't do this, and everybody else
Right.
does, and that's one of the many things that makes the Jews weird in the ancient Near East, right? So, yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of there's a lot of like stuff tied up into that.
Yeah, it gets
Get
really
all that,
weird,
kids?
too. Yeah, you
Nope.
get
Yeah.
that, kids? All right.
You can put that on your chalkboard. Big
This is
Cheech.
Religion and Power
Chalkboard.
385.
It's super fascinating because, like, at the end of the day, the way we, I don't know, encounter other people that are so fucking foreign to us, it's like an impossibility. Like, I just can't grasp what it's like to have a Chinese cultural background. I can study it, I can go visit, I can live with
Yeah,
them, but I can't get it.
And that is why, like, it always, like, comes up, too. It's because, like, you get, like, in graduate school, it'll always come up because you get into, like, you can never actually be inside someone's mind, so like you don't know like if they're lying or not. But like you also means you can never truly see it from their point of view. So it's like you said, it's like especially when it's such a contrasting background, and even with like history stuff, it can just be like, no, these are still European dudes. It's just like 600 years ago. Where you're just like, what the fuck is this? Like it's
Right.
and it's so difficult to like, and it's not even from the stuff like, well, you have to see it from like there where they don't know these things, but it's like you said, where it's like it's not if you know or not know, it's like literally just your existence of having multitudes of not plural things, but there's like layers to your spiritual beliefs or your just like social customs and spiritual beliefs, which go hand in hand in a lot of ways. Like it's
And yeah,
really hard to
and I think there's a
analyze.
beauty. I think there's a beauty to that too,
Oh,
because
totally.
yeah, you can never be inside of somebody's head and know what they're saying, but it's also good just to just have that information, just so you can kind
Oh,
of be
totally.
cognizant of of their life and their beliefs, and you can empathize, I guess would be a word I'd use.
Also,
And
just
you can
expands your
yeah,
understanding. Like
yeah,
you just have like a think about things different ways.
and
Not even
and then you can
knowing.
connect much better with like the human race that way. I mean, because like if we just have just a better understanding of each other, I think life would be a
Yeah.
lot easier to live if we could
Well,
just kind
and
of just meet
also if
people where they're at.
if people were like actually interested to like learn those things,
Oh,
like
sure.
if say somebody who like was Hindu or any was like
I mean,
actually explaining it and stuff, and it's just like it like can be interesting
yeah, and
of
even if
anybody
you don't
else's
have any
backgrounds.
interest in it, even if you have
Yeah.
zero interest in it, just having just like a baseline information, I think that goes to show how much of a human you really want to be, and how much you want to how much you want to be open, I guess, to the outside world and just understand different ideas, stuff like that. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now, but it makes sense to me, and I think that's all that matters.
As long as it makes sense to Cheech, I hear that is the barometer for mattering. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I
Also heard it's
I
the
one of the things
the barometer as well, but
yes, yes. One of the things that I think is really interesting, and like I get what you're saying, Cheech, like exposure, even if you don't quite get a lot of it or quite understand it, but it helps open up a little bit more of the ability to understand that like other people do things and it's okay to do things different, and it's not gonna like they're not gonna rape your kids or something just because they, don't eat pork or something.
right.
Um,
Right.
but like
It's
one of
not.
the during the funeral and such and the wake and everything, I went back home and I went to the small farm town that my family kind of is like centered around, and we did a funeral like we do for everybody. You go, you have the wake, people come in, they stand in line, they go
Yeah.
past the casket, they walk past everybody and shake their hands. It's a slow line, it takes a long time. You dip in and out for food, water, bathroom breaks, or whatever. Somewhat like somebody's always there, the husband, the wife, the kids, whatever, just so that, thank you for coming, sorry for your loss, yada, yada, yada.
Mhm.
My wife is like, is this what always happens? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, in Pittsburgh, everyone just like jams into the room and there's no line, there's no like organization. You just walk
Yeah.
in and like mingle. And then there were other things that she was like, we don't do this or we don't do that or you guys didn't do this. And I mean, Pittsburgh's Midwestern in many people's eyes. It's not quite. It's different. But like people always argue that Pittsburgh is a Midwestern city. But even within our like monoculture, there's still so many different ways we do shit,
Right.
and it's just so
Yeah.
weird and interesting to me.
That's very
Yeah.
much a Southern thing too, that the way that funerals are done.
I
And
thought that was a Catholic thing, Chalk,
oh,
for the
it's
seeing
also a
that.
Catholic thing too.
The
I've seen it done at
the you
Catholic
mean
funerals
you mean the
too.
line?
Yeah, the line, because I was literally sitting here like, yeah, the last like literally 5 funerals I'd been to, that's how it was, except for like it's my mom's stepmom who was LDS. It was not like that. But it's kind of
So
similar, not necessarily a line, but anyway.
so are you saying so? And I'm using and this is another thing too. Is like I'm talking about the wake specifically, and
Yeah,
my
yeah,
wife didn't
yeah.
even know what a wake was. She's like,
Yeah, oh
"What's a
yeah,
wake?" I was
no.
like, "Oh, it's the
Yeah,
visitation."
no.
She's like, oh
Yeah.
okay.
Specifically, yes.
Yeah,
is
we
what I'm
call it
talking about,
visitation
yeah.
down here.
Oh,
So maybe wake is a Catholic term, probably
Oh,
from the
yeah, I thought
Latin
it-
wake for standing
The
in
good
line.
land.
Yeah.
Okay, the good I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dude,
No,
it
that's great.
always reminds me of The Wire when a detective would die and they'd fucking lay him out on the goddamn pool table at the fucking bar for the wake.
I don't remember that part.
guys haven't seen The
haven't
Wire?
seen The Wire.
I
have, I
haven't
just
seen
don't
The
remember that
Wire.
part.
I haven't seen The
Man.
Wire.
Oh, Cheech, The
Fuck
Wire
you,
is so
bro.
good.
So, okay, I know we're talking about death, but I don't watch a whole lot of like action drama stuff. That's not my thing.
Dude, The Wire is not. It's
Yeah,
so.
it sounds
I
like
don't
it.
know.
It sounds
It's a
like
hard
it.
watch, though.
Honestly,
It can be a
is
hard
kind
watch.
of boring. Honestly, like it's not like just run and gun, like shoot them and shit. It's like actual, like they sit in cars doing surveillance and like paperwork and shit a lot. Like
See,
that's
I need a good
what it's
chuckle.
about.
You know what I mean? I'm a very much a chuckler.
Oh, there's
You know, I like
there's funny
laughing.
things.
Baltimore?
What about Baltimore?
Is that the one set in Baltimore, or am I
yeah.
mistaken?
Yes, The Wire set
nope,
in Baltimore.
That's what it
Okay,
is.
okay.
Yep.
Earn. Yeah.
And I was watching this video the other day. It came up because the reason I said Angel of Death is my song is because I just finally got to like 3 speed on that song, which doesn't sound like much, but go listen to it.
It's an intense song.
It's like 220 or 240 beats per minute. Like fucking insane.
Who's counting?
What?
Damon.
Barely. It's pretty much at this point. Like the other day, it was like my arm's gonna fall off.
That's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad.
You keep playing.
Yeah, but of course, you know that like then the next like couple days just like keep getting like Slayer videos on like my YouTube. Like every time I would like go to pull up like a video of it or something, and like randomly this one pops up that's like this dude and he had the Baltimore accent like a motherfucker, and immediately like starts with like, oh, like you guys told me I should review some Slayer. I don't even know what a Slayer is. I've never heard anything by them. I don't even know what this is at all. And I went back and like looked at their channel and just like, of course, like all like hip hop reviews and rap reviews and shit. And like immediately it's just like melting their fucking face off. And like they get like halfway through the song and they're like, oh, this is about the horrors of the Holocaust. Trying to say horrors? But like the Aaron, it's just like this is about the horrors of the Holocaust. And it's just like, sir,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, I've seen
like-
something similar. I've seen
Oh,
something
yeah,
similar where
yeah.
like a guy that listens to exclusively hip hop, but then listens
Yeah.
to like Rage Against the Machine for the first
Yeah,
time, and he's like,
it was
"Oh,
exactly
this
that.
this guy's spitting. This guy's spitting."
Yeah, oh,
you know, like
And that's
yeah.
what it was. It was just like, holy fuck, this is fucking crazy. And then I gets to like the beat swap, and he's like, oh my god. And then the solo comes in, and it was like right before the solo at the very last line. And it's just like, bro, the first line in the song is Auschwitz.
Yeah.
It took him till the solo to be like, oh, this is about the Holocaust. You're just like,
Well,
brother,
because probably by
I
then he
don't know.
finally like genius the lyrics. You know.
You could play a Slayer song for me, and I wouldn't know what I wouldn't know what any of the words were.
My
You would
favorite
on
Slayer
this one.
song
It's
is
like-
Payback. Actually,
oh, that's a
Payback's a great song.
good one.
I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. My
Whoa, whoa.
I'm
favorite
trying to look
Slayer
up what
song.
I couldn't remember what album that was off of.
I don't know. I just
My
remember
favorite
seeing
Slayer
a.
song
oh,
is
go ahead.
"Seasons in the Abyss."
Oh,
That's
that's a banger too.
It's all right.
I also
I mean, it's
like
not-
Ditto Head.
I can just.
I feel like you're just reading track titles
Yeah,
right
I
now.
was about to say. I
Yeah.
think you just looked up Slayer
Come on
song.
now, at least get South of Heaven. At least get South of Heaven in there. Bunch of bangers.
Or
on
Raining
that.
Blood. I
Literally-
mean, come on.
yeah, it's like it literally just jumped past the 2 best albums. Starts just saying songs just like further back. Nah, man. My favorite thing about Slayer, the craziest thing about Slayer to me is that Jeff Hanneman, who's the lead guitarist before he died, like, you know how he died? Flesh-eating bacteria, randomly,
Oof.
just from traveling.
That checks.
The most Slayer way to die ever. Flesh-eating
that checks.
bacteria.
That checks.
Yep.
Cheech, we usually end with questions that you may have for us. So let's
Oh,
end
I
with
already did
questions we
that.
have for you.
That'd be great.
Cheech,
Yeah.
what color are your favorite pair of shoes?
Currently they are kind of white and blue, like a baby blue. They're Jordan 4s, and they're my favorite right now.
I don't even
That was
know
that
what
was
Jordan
that was
4s look like.
Hang on, let me
that was
let me look it
specifically
up.
for Sablo. He'll know what I'm talking about.
I don't think Sablo listens to this podcast.
That's okay.
It's still for him.
Still for him.
Those are Jordan 4s?
Yeah,
Can I
Jordan
tell you
4s,
something?
man. You don't like them?
Jordans are ugly. Jordans are ugly
That's fair.
shoes.
That's fair.
Sorry.
See,
I like
I'm into it. I like it, but
You
I'm
know
also
what? I'm
like,
sorry, Cheech. You should enjoy. If you're into it,
thank you,
enjoy.
More of a
thank you.
dunks guy, personally.
All right, can I give a runner up? Can I give a runner up?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I have a pair of Clarks that I wear every now and again. They are orange and they are Pokemon themed. It's the Charizards.
Amazing.
Our Clarks.
I don't know what
You'll
they
have to
look.
send a
I don't know
picture.
what Clarks look like
I
specifically.
will look it
Charizard
up. Hold on.
themed, I like it. I used to exclusively wear Hey Dudes until I decided that I should probably get some like actual like kind of like dress shoes.
And
Not like
also
dress shoes,
that,
but
have
like-
structural support.
okay, that's what I
Yes.
was gonna fucking say, you motherfucker. Okay, you know the story about how
I
the
don't.
fucking one time I was wearing them, and I feel like I've told you this, but like one time I wore them. The last time that I wore them somewhere that like before I got like other shoes was like to an academic conference that was like business casual, and like someone straight up like fucking made fun of me for wearing them, and I had to like be like, hey, how about you go fuck yourself? But then my fucking professor did it, and that's when I was like, all right, I gotta go get some different ones.
Well, I only bring it up because like I got some that I wore. I wore a pair all last year, and then I got a new pair that I'm wearing
Oh, yeah.
so far this year. And
Yeah.
dude, first 3 days back, that first
Oh,
week,
standing up.
my feet were like my
Oh,
feet
yeah.
were screaming. I feel like I had like lactic acid.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
whatever the acid is. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. Like in like my like thighs and hips.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow. It feels like I've just been like standing with nothing on my feet. Like somehow
I felt that
worse.
way moving. Now that you say that, I like had that thought to myself a couple times, like, this is why Hey Dudes do kind of suck, because like my feet are like a motherfucker.
Man, yeah, Hey Dudes are way too tight on my feet. Also, if you were curious, I did send a link, a really long link to the shoe in the Podcast Pals voice chat. So if you were curious on what they look
Oh my
like.
gosh. Okay. Interesting. That's not what I thought.
I mean, they
Yeah,
were
I got
there.
the-
They're comfy. I like them.
Hey, fuck it. Yeah, I got these like they're not like full dress shoes, but they're like kind of like leather, not like Sperry's types, but like a good like kind of like mix between where they'll have like
Yeah.
support, but they're like yeah, no,
I got a
no,
pair.
they're not like yeah, they're just like
Yeah, I got a pair of
sturdy.
Doc Martens if I'm like going for like kind of casual dress, and then I just have like a pair of regular cowboy boots if I want like super dressed up.
Where's
also have
this
the cowboy boots.
where's this picture of Cheech's shoes?
In the Twitch
Okay, so
channel.
if you click on the little chat bubble on the right,
Zoom in.
What?
okay,
What?
There's a chat bubble?
Grandpa.
if you hover over the Podcast Pals,
Good lord.
there
Why
you
can't
go.
you put it in a
I don't
normal
think it's
channel
ever
like an
gets
adult?
used.
This damn
'cause-
Discord's too complicated.
Yeah, that's not my thing either. That's okay
That's
though.
fine.
It took me a long time to figure out
It's
that
fine.
channel
Exactly.
existed too.
Stupido, do you have a question for Cheech?
No, I'm put on the spot. I don't have one.
I'm sorry.
Dayman, do you have a question for Cheech?
My questions have been answered far and away. I know.
What was the
Leo?
question?
Do you have a question for Cheech?
Been answered.
No question, just a statement. Good luck with the rest of the year.
Oh
Thanks.
yeah, I'll offer the fucking Godspeed soldier to that too.
Oh, Lord.
Just as someone who lives with a fellow teacher, Godspeed soldier.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Well,
Hey, Cheech, thanks for finally coming on, buddy.
hey, thanks for finally letting me on. I've been like, hounding y'all for
Door
like,
down.
I've been knocking on the door. No one's been answering, and and
Oh,
then
you were
finally
Jehovah's
Damon
Witness,
was
sorry.
like, I know I sounded like a Jehovah's Witness, but I mean I get it.
I'm used
But
to it. Don't worry.
I'm sorry, but no, this was a blast, and I genuinely enjoyed it, and if asked again, I would gladly do it again. If not, well then this was just the biggest joy of my life, and
Peeking.
I'm very very very
Only
happy
down-
to be
only
here.
down from
Please tell your 2 children that we are glad that you could finally have this great joy in your life.
No. Yeah, this is definitely up there.
My face when the
Alright.
dude in my fantasy football group chat says, "You guys stole the only thing I ever loved," and looking at the picture of his 3 kids. Like, sir.